Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Today's magic bean was my landlady for about 6 years. 6 years I lived with this lady, and she is one of my favorite ladies in the whole world. Her name is Henriette. Now, when I was 19 years old, my 6-month lease had run out at the apartment where I was living, and I couldn't afford to live there on my own, and my roommate was moving out, so I had to find someplace quick to live. So I called up my mom and I said, I don't know what to do. I can't really afford the rent here in Grand Prairie. It's too much for me. What do I do? And she had the best suggestion ever. She said, let me call Henriette and see if you can go stay with her for a little bit. And to my great fortune, Henriette said yes, I could come live with her. And of course, it was only supposed to be temporary. It was only supposed to be until I could find some place that I could afford on my own. However, it turned out to be more than temporary, and I ended up staying for 6 years with Henriette. So I was very, very fortunate that Henriette took me in and let me live in a room in her basement. I was also very fortunate that she is one of the sweetest women in the whole world. I had so much fun when I lived with her. We got to play cards. She'd cook me supper sometimes. She was always around if I needed someone to chat with, because sometimes, it could get a bit lonely down there in the basement. So I would go up, and she was always there to chat with. And those 6 years were 6 of the best years of my life when I got to live with her. And while I was living there, Henriette's sister moved in. And the two of them together are hilarious. My bedroom was right underneath the kitchen, and those two ladies used to play cards all the time. And when they would get playing cards, they'd get pretty competitive. And so, on multiple occasions, all I would hear were feet stomping because one of them was beating the other one, or you'd hear shouting or yelling. And it wasn't always even in English. A lot of it was in French because both of these ladies are French. And so those were probably some of the most entertaining times of my life. Was just all of a sudden the floor would start to shake and I knew exactly what was happening. Someone was beating the other one at cards, and it was just the funniest thing ever. Another funny story was that Henriette and her sister called me Babette. Now, I just thought this was a really cute twist on my name because, my name is Bobby, so a cute French twist maybe was a Babette. Until someone told me that Babette actually means, in French slang, can mean panties. So when I found this out, I came home and I said, you guys have been calling me panties for like 2 years. And they cracked up. And they laughed so hard they almost fell out of their chairs. And they said, who told you that? I was like, who told me that? Why were you calling me that? And they laughed and they laughed and they said, it really was just a cute twist on your name. But yes, it actually can mean panties. So these were just some of the entertaining times that I had while living with Henriette. But I will never regret living those 6 years with Henriette. They were some of the happiest times of my life. I still try to see Henriette when I go back to Grand Prairie. I actually like to try to surprise her. I never tell her that I'm coming. I just tell her daughter, and then the two of us go there together and we surprise the heck out of her. She's one of the sweetest ladies in the world, and you all should be so lucky to meet her. Thank you, Henriette, so much for letting me live with you all those 6 years. Thank you so much for always being so kind and caring. Thank you for giving a break to a girl who really needed it. You are amazing, and I love you. I'm so happy that you are in my life. All right. Bye, Henriette. And bye, everybody else. I'll see you tomorrow.